Hey, it's Christina with Tinagirl Travels. We are in Positano here in Italy. And today I'm going to show you what you can expect to find in the shops. We'll also talk about the area and how it compares to Amalfi. Now, I have a friend that said, Christina, when you go to Italy, you have to see the Amalfi Coast. And I'm so glad that we did. We were here in July. It was so incredibly hot. Be prepared for intense heat if you come in the summer. Also be prepared for lots of walking. Now let me show you the exact area that we're talking about today. Having a look on Google Earth, here's Italy. We have Rome and Naples. Here it is, a little zoomed in. We spent 3 weeks exploring Rome, Naples, Sorrento, and the Amalfi Coast. There's just so much to see. Now we stayed close to Sorrento and took a tour bus to Positano and Amalfi. I really wanted to experience the drive. I know I'm crazy, but you do have a few options from Sorrento. You have the city bus, which is your cheapest option, but it can be really hard to get on. It can get really busy. You can also get a tour bus, a car, a moped, or take the ferry. Have a look at this incredible 3D image I got from Google Earth. You can really see how the houses are perched on the hillsides. It is so stunning. All right, before we get started, it's time for my famous 1-minute history lesson on Positano so you can really appreciate how amazing this place is. Now, Positano is a glamorous cliffside paradise. It is, but it has a very fascinating history. This colorful town began as an ancient settlement that the Romans loved coming to and building luxurious villas along the coastline. And why wouldn't you want to? Now, during the Middle Ages, Positano became a busy trading port as part of the powerful Amalfi Maritime Republic that we talked about in the Amalfi video that I just released. It also faced its share of challenges, including pirate raids. You heard me. And this is why you can still spot old watchtowers along the shoreline, and by the 1800s many of the locals had to leave in search of better opportunities. But everything changed after World War II when artists and writers and travelers discovered this beautiful place. Now, John Steinbeck described it as a dream place, and since then Positano has grown into one of the most famous and photographed seaside towns in the world. Now, if you're planning a stop in Positano during a day trip along the Amalfi Coast, here's what you need to know, especially if you only have a few hours like we did. We actually visited both Positano and Amalfi in one day, and I've got a full video on Amalfi that you can check out after this to compare the two because they actually feel very different. Now, we made a little mistake when we arrived in Positano and we listened to our driver who recommended that we sit down for lunch at a restaurant, and honestly, that was our first mistake. He was just promoting his friend's restaurant and he probably got some kind of kickback. So we ended up wasting a big chunk of our limited time sitting at a pretty average place when we could have just grabbed a quick affordable sandwich and spent more time exploring. Now, I'll show you some of those more affordable places in a minute. So learn from us, skip that sit down unless you have your heart set on a certain restaurant, and use that time to wander. Trust me, you'll want every minute. Now let's talk about one thing right away. Positano is expensive, but let's start shopping and have a look. First up, let's look at these leather sandals. These are such a Positano staple, and the coolest part, they're customizable and they're made for you in about 10 minutes. You pick your style, your colors, and they fit them perfectly to your feet. It's such a fun souvenir, and it's actually a practical one too. The footbed is made from leather. You can choose different heel heights. The location of the strap will be customized for you, and the stitching is so beautiful. They are all so unique. Let's talk about the clothing. So you're going to see racks and racks and racks of beautiful flowy linen and cotton pieces everywhere. And in that blazing summer heat, linen feels amazing. Light, breathable and effortless. I ended up buying 3 dresses while I was there. I was especially drawn to all the blue and white pieces. They're so fresh and coastal, and then there's the floral designs that are just so feminine and pretty. And of course, you'll notice lemons everywhere. On the clothing, you'll notice it on the ceramics and the decor. And those are those famous Amalfi lemons that are a huge part of this region. Now, if you've seen my Amalfi video, you already know the story behind the lemons. So speaking of ceramics, you'll find these gorgeous, colorful pieces shaped like fruit, coral, and sea life. They're bold, they're artistic, and they totally capture that Mediterranean vibe. Now, a quick heads up, the streets here are narrow and busy, and many of them are one way. There are a lot of tourists, there's traffic, and it can get really tight, so definitely keep your eyes open while you're walking around. Check out this shirt. I love the images, the convertible, the boats, the lemons. It totally captures Positano. So many beautiful things. I love the lemon shirt. Blue and white. I love this textured bag. So pretty. Okay, that's unique. Little Vespas on there. So Italian. And the buttons. Now, one thing I noticed was that children's clothing was very, very expensive in Italy, just in general. It didn't have to be in Positano. Everywhere it was quite pricey. It's so fun to wander through this town. Yes, there's lots of shopping, but there's also so much more to see as well. Like as you turn around, the trees and the flowers are so lush. And the buildings, how they just snake up the side of the mountain. It's so beautiful.
This is actually really pretty. They have a sale rack. Let's check it out.
Now you will find less expensive souvenirs as well, like the Amalfi Coast bag here in this shop is far less than the Amalfi bag in other stores. They've got t-shirts and cute little trucks. Check that out. So adorable. And then like these dresses were far less expensive than the ones that we saw earlier and still cute. Wow, look at those ladies and the one guy at the end. I talked earlier about how we ended up wasting time and money in that restaurant. Now, Keith and I do love a good dining experience, especially if it has a nice view. This is what we wish we would have done instead. Grabbed a sandwich or a coffee and a pastry for under 10 euros. The food looked really good and fresh. These places did have seating, but you could also take it to go and find a nice perch overlooking the view, and we'll do that for sure next time. We came across Tom Ford perfumes. Now his fragrances are known for being bold and a little different. He often uses very unique scent combinations, so you might want to pop into the store and check those out. If you're looking for inexpensive souvenirs and clothing, look for this store. They had it in Amalfi as well, and it was colorful and fun. They had bright patterns and lots of great things for super cheap. You can see $5.99 there for a scarf with lemons. I mean, that's a great souvenir. Oh, pizza. Beautiful. They had these super pretty fridge magnets. I did bring some of these home, and they were less than 5 euros. Really colorful and pretty. Right near the Collina Positano bakery, look for a pedestrian-only path called the Via dei Mulini. Follow that path and it'll take you all the way down to the water. It's a beautiful walk with covered areas, pretty flowers and plants growing over the path. It's gorgeous. And of course, there's more shopping and beautiful stores with gorgeous handmade jewelry. There's artwork down there. So the jewelry was so beautiful. They're pieces made from wood and shells and natural materials. Plus, you might see the Amalfi fish symbol, which is a really meaningful little keepsake from this area. Now, honestly, one of the best things to do here in Positano is just to walk, to wander, to eat, to explore, climb the stairs, get lost in the narrow alleyways, peek into the little boutiques. You never know what you'll find around the next corner. Now, don't waste your time sitting too long in one place, because Positano is best experienced on foot, exploring, discovering, and just taking it all in. Wear your good walking shoes. You're definitely going to need them. Positano is stunning. It is stylish and it is expensive, but with a little planning and a few smart choices, you can have an incredible experience here, even in just a few hours. And if you're curious how it compares to Amalfi, which has a completely different feel, make sure you check out that video next. I'll link it to the end of this one. I'll also add links to our favorite anti-pickpocket crossbody bags and day packs that we use on every single trip that we take. Now, if you have any questions or you want to tell me where you're watching from, I will personally answer your message in the comments section. One last favor, please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and ring that bell. We are heading to Sorrento next, and you don't want to miss that. Thanks for watching Tinagirl Travels. Here are the next videos I think you might like.